In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a napkin ring using a pancake die and the hydraulic press. So I'm putting some patterned sheet in our skinny taper bracelet pancake die, making sure I center it in the press, cutting out my shape, and then I have a nice blank, and all I have to do is pop it out and then cut off the tabs with my jeweler's saw, and I'll be ready to form this into a napkin ring. I'm going to use my saw and just cut these tabs off really quickly. And now I just need to use a file so I can clean up the light burr that comes from the pancake die and even out where I sawed off those tabs. And then I'm going to just do a little light sanding. I'm going to do a patina on these pieces, so I don't want a high polish or anything. I'm just going to lightly sand everything, give it an even finish with the sandpaper, just so that everything's really nice and consistent on the surface. This is the back side. The front side is textured with our fall cider pattern plate. So now this is all ready for forming. And I'm going to use our double former here. So make sure that all the tooling is centered in the press and that the urethane is centered under the tooling. And then just start at the end of the bracelet blank and slowly start to form it, and it'll take the shape of that forming tool. And you're just going to slowly work your way down the length of the bracelet, well, the bracelet blank, gradually moving it just little by little as you raise the jack up and down, slowly moving this blank along. And then once I get just about to the halfway point, I'll take it out and start from the other side and just continue forming it the rest of the way. I can probably quit here, but I like to go ahead and just go over it all again one more time. It makes this piece really nice and work hardened and makes all of the forming really nice and smooth, so there's no little kinks or anything like that. And my metal will be nice and stiff because these pieces are not going to be soldered. These napkin rings, the ends are just going to come together, but I'm not going to solder them, so I want to make sure my metal is really nice and hard so that it's nice and strong. And so the more I form it, the more it will work harden. So I'm just continuing to go around this whole blank a second time, forming it and making sure that I'm always checking to make sure my urethane is centered and my tooling is centered in the press. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to form it the rest of the way by hand. So I'm going to come over here to my anvil. You could also use a bracelet mandrel, and I'm using a nylon mallet to just really gently bring those ends together. I'm going to kind of just form it with my hands, bring those two ends together, kind of tighten in that circle so that the ends are touching. And then I'm just kind of smoothing things out with the nylon mallet so that I don't have any kinks or anything like that. I'm tapping lightly, just enough to move the metal, but not enough to crush that center line that's raised. So you can see I've got the ends together and I'm just smoothing it out. That looks pretty good. Now it's ready for patina and finishing.